I've been looking for someone for tarot cards fucking ages. And nobody does it. Maybe we gotta do what? Maybe we gotta do our own tarot reading. No, we can't do that. Why let someone else do it? I miss Beatrice. Where's Beatrice? I haven't forgotten. No, I haven't forgotten about the other girl. I still come some pasteurized cow milk with coconut cream mixed in. Ew. I'd try it though. I'd still try it.
Because you're dead or dying, it'd be like, anyways, let me continue eating my pizza.
Let's eavesdrop.
Who? Yes. Is it Dalton? Yep.
Where is he? He's in the cell.
Now, what makes you think that? So he's an addict. That's why it's illegal.
What is this picture, Ricky? What the fuck is this?
That's no bueno.
What are you in prison for? I put ketchup and mayo on pizza. Are you kidding me? I don't put it on the pizza, Ricky.
That's not good at all.
Oh my god, why did I admit this? I don't put it on pizza. I put it on the side to dip it in. Come on, it's different.
You have 14. You're allowed up to 19 before your license is suspended.
Fuck, I didn't realize I was so far away.
Now, a lot of people don't realize this, but reckless evading is 3 points. But when we charge for an umbrella charge, you don't get the points for reckless evading, strangely enough. But that's neither here nor there, Nils. Right now, you're being charged with accessory to robbery of a high security institution, in addition to possession of a pharmaceutical drug without a prescription. Right, yeah. Prior to any reduction, 67 months, $25,625 fine. How do you plead?
Guilty.
All right.
Honey, can I check you for 2 seconds?
Yeah. 1 moment. Nils, just a moment.
Hey, I just got a call from Agent Smith of the FIB. Said he wants to come down and deal with this guy. I'm lying. Just roll with it. So anyway, I was thinking, could I before Agent Smith gets down here, because I think he was said something about Guantanamo Bay or something. Can I have a chat to your suspect really quick?
Sure.
Thank you.
Sure, not a problem.
Hey, Nils.
Hello.
Hey, what's going on, mate? Has he been Mirandized, honey?
He has. He has. However, just to make sure we're all on the same page here, I'll read him again. Nils, at this point in time, you do have the right to remain silent. Anything you say or do can and will be used against you in the court of law. You do have the right to an attorney during any and all questioning, and if you can't afford one, want to be provided by the state if available. You understand these rights as I read them to you today?
Yeah, I do understand, yeah.
All right.
Perfect. Now, listen, I want to ask you a few questions, Nils, about you've been in trouble with the feds lately, so I've heard. And listen, between you and me, I want to help you out here, okay? I'm sure you're innocent in all this, but I gotta know what the fuck's going on, man. I got tanks on the street. I got jets flying through the sky. You gotta give me something here, man.
Come with me over here for 1 second. He has ears everywhere. I can't tell you anything. He will kill me. He already blew me up with a missile.
What? A missile?
Yeah, he shot the missile right at me and just blew me up.
What did you do?
I really don't know. And then I can't give any more. No,
Come on, Neil. Listen, he's on the way down
It's so
here right
dangerous.
now. He's on the way down.
are you letting him? No, send me up. Send me up.
Listen, maybe we can send you up if you give me something to go off of, but...
Just a heads up. He can approve a lot of time off in exchange for whatever. So if you wanna cut a deal in regards to, you know, being sent up and how much time you're gonna be in there, that's on y'all.
We can work together. You give me something to go off, I'll just tell him I crashed in the snow and couldn't get here in time to, you know, tell Rhodes that he was on the way, and you got sent to prison. Oh, no. You know?
I'm gonna go ahead and get you billed, by the way.
Oh yeah. And then you can just send me to meet the
$25,625. You've been billed. I'll wait
I-
patiently for
I
word
can
on
take
when
the-
to send you up.
I can take the full time. Just
What?
send me up. You know.
Come on,
No,
Nels.
no,
give
you
me
pled guilty. I
Uh,
give
gotta
me
do some
something,
math
man.
here.
Come on, I'm trying to help you out. We're friends, right?
I'm blind.
What?
I can't see. I'm sorry.
What's that got to do with
Oh,
anything?
wait, I'm gonna have to. That's
I'm
there's an
deaf as
additional
well.
review of charges here.
Yeah, we've got to review the charges now. We might have to take you. You can't have a driver's license if you're blind.
Yeah, but I'm like with glasses I can see. You know.
So you're not blind at all, man.
You're not wearing glasses, and you were driving.
That's why I crashed.
You flipped. You almost
yeah,
derailed a
same.
train. Do you know how close you were to hitting that train?
Yeah.
I need someone who's around.
Listen, the most I can do is 67 months down to 50. But you know, you say whatever he's looking for. I mean, I'd be willing to do 20.
I'll do the 50.
You listen. If we can figure this out without the FIB involved, man, we can get this all sorted, and you can stop being blown up by missiles, or you can keep your mouth shut, and then he's gonna find you again, and then it's out of my hands.
I never met him in my life.
I don't think you did. I think you just got blown up. But something he's after you
I don't
guys
know,
for a
no,
reason, man. Is it
All
to
I
do with
know
what?
is
it to do with what
I know
Jamal said
nothing.
about the FIB, the robbery you guys pulled off?
I don't know anything about no robbery.
You know what? You know, I don't want nothing to do with this fucking guy. I'm open my help, Nils. Don't forget that.
Nils, that's my husband. I don't know if you know that. I'm like, thank you. I have no idea. All right. You
What
were
just
saying
happened there?
7 months. It drops to 50 on the basis of the guilty plea, 'cause it's 25%.
What is this?
You're fucked, mate.
That
You're
was
fucking
listen.
fucked.
That's not. We're close, but that's we're not
Smells
there
like
yet.
shit in this shoe. Okay.
We're at
What the
62.
fuck is going on here?
Goodbye, shoe.
Oh, rip
Yeah.
shoe.
No way.
Oh, rip
No
shoe.
way.
Goodbye, shoes. Oh, fuck me in the asshole.
Oh, this is
Okay.
so gross.
No!
Oh my god.
That is so fucking redneck. I love it. Oh, yes, sister. Oh,
I thought Cutie had some class. What the fuck is that? That's some fucking Aussie shit, man. That's some fucking Aussie. Does that make... What's a bogan, guys? Is a bogan a bad word? Do we call Cutie a bogan now? Is that... Hold on, I gotta Google this. Bogan. Shouldn't be saying it so much. An uncouth or unsophisticated person regarded as being of low social status. Maybe not. I thought it was an Aussie chav, yeah, like a red deck, you know. I tried that. Did you hear about the tank the other day?
The what?
There was a mini tank.
Oh wait, hold on. Betsy's frequency earlier was 72. I don't know if they changed.
Yeah, they always have it in single digits.
Really?
Yeah. You go back and reports and look at that radio channels. 90% of the time it's single digits. Like under 100 is what I mean.
Like whole
sorry.
numbers.
Yeah, like no. It's always under 100, but it could be like 69.5 or something.
Huh.
Yeah.
Very interesting.
And let me see if I can go to the evidence tab and just search tank. And you'll see mini tank. Wait. Yeah. Go to the report. 16952.
Oh,
You'll
I see it.
Yeah. And then there was a bank truck later on where John Smith turned up in a jet, like a warthog, and was shooting them. And idiot was like, fuck this, and took off in the bank truck because he thought that would save him. And like, we were driving down the freeway and this jet was like shooting at them. I spoke with Agent Smith and remember what Jamal said about the FIB heist? I was like, is this because they stole something from the FIB?
Yeah.
And he said, yeah. That's why he's been deployed to get it back.
Ew.
Yeah. Crazy shit.
So the FIB wasn't a prank by Z, is what you're saying.
No.
Then why would Z say that? And
What did he say?
well, the whole like I told you, Z
Ooh.
pulled Jamal to the
Yeah.
corner and was like, it was a prank, and he's like, I forget what he said exactly because we weren't like super close. We were still like the doctors and stuff. And then when Jamal pulled a gun on him, then obviously we paid very close attention, but like.
Yeah, this is what I'm thinking. Go to report incident 11545. Okay? And then go to Leon Edward FIB doc 2 out of 2. Have a look at that. The resemblance to the target was indistinguishable when they were wearing this mask. I wonder whether Jamal was like hallucinating because of some kind of fucking technology that the FIB's got.
Well, hold on. Okay, I saw Jamal the other day disguised in a way I've never seen before. Actually, you saw him, didn't you?
The
Were
clown?
you there? The clown, yeah. I ain't never
Yeah.
seen him disguised like that. You know what he's typically wearing? Alien costume.
True. True.
Internal statement for immediate review. Office of the Director. Wait, but hold on. That's dated June 27th.
Yeah.
So this
Okay.
goes really fucking far back.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
There was from another Polito bank. McNulty found another one of these documents, but it was labeled as like page 6. So that was page 2, but there was another one that's labeled page 6. It was talking about some weird like purple core experiment. There's some shit going on. I asked Agent Smith and I was like, listen, there were some documents, man. I think you guys have got a leak. And he was like, yeah, we know. I'm out here trying to plug it.
Wait, hold on. If this is dated June, when did all our legislation change? Wasn't that July?
I can't remember, but why?
Do you even recognize the FIB?
I think that wouldn't be under our constitution. They're federal, right? They're through like I don't know.
I don't know either.
I think we recognize the FIB, or I don't know why we wouldn't.
Well, I mean, considering jurisdictional issues that we currently have,
Yeah.
I don't know.
I don't know how the FIB operates, you
Me
know?
either. I mean, it's not necessarily our job to know. So
Yeah, that's what I
possibly,
mean.
don't know.
Yeah. Now, he's got a badge and everything.
Did I tell you about the tea from the other day?
What tea?
About Ventura and Peters, and so I get on duty to
No.
finish a report, and I look at my cars out, my Scout, the Super Scout. Speaking of which, answer that. I'm gonna go repark my car.
Okay.
1 moment.
Hello, Richard Dog speaking.
Hello, darling. It's Martha.
You got a new phone?
No.
It's just me, don't worry. All right, what's up?
It's. Are you aware of someone calling himself Brian Knight coming back as a cop?
Well, yeah, he's been hired for, well, since the Skeleton Crew, I think.
Right. Are you sure it's him?
What you on about?
Are you sure it's him? Like the real. I mean, how long have you known him? Like as a human?
I mean, quite a while, I'll be honest.
Right. Okay.
Why? Why do you ask?
I think he might be the devil.
Why do you think that?
I don't know, but I was talking to the assistant chief last night, right?
Right.
And he told me I was overthinking it. But it's all adding up to me, like. And I've tried to find Jesus this morning and I can't find him.
You think he's killed Jesus?
I don't know, but I want to have a word to Jesus and talk to him about it because I'm pretty sure it was all adding up to me. The other day, him and what I'm going to call his minion, Arnold Frost, right, was like messing about in the MRPD, taking pictures of me. In the end, they said it's because they wanted to frame me. I don't know if they think that it's because I ran away from the convent school, but I don't know what it is. But I feel like I mean look right, nearly a
Right.
year ago, this guy, this Brian Knight as he calls himself, he pulled me over. I told you, did I tell you that? I don't know if I told
No, I
you
didn't
that.
tell you
I've
that.
been trying to tell people this. I was parked up and I think he was trying to do me for speeding. Anyway, he put a torch on me for no reason. I hadn't done anything.
Right.
But he introduced himself, right, as Officer Bright Knight. So I said, "Oh, Officer Bright Knight." And he went, "Oh, no, Brian Knight." And I went, "Oh." But I heard him the first time, Richard. He said Officer Bright Knight. And you know that Lucifer's surname is Morning Star. Do you know what I mean?
Oh, shit. You might be on to something.
Bright night, night, star, mornings. You know what I mean? Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
bright. Okay. Okay. And
Brian
also,
Knight's devil.
if
Confirmed.
yeah, and also that Arnold Frost, and he made me squat over a cup and look thirsty. He done that to me the other day, right? I did it, and to be fair, it was a good picture. But the point is, I don't know why they're doing that. And Brian Knight as a name, that's what he's called himself, right?
Yeah.
There's 3 letters in that, right? RHB.
Yeah.
Raging Hell Beast. Raging Hell Beast.
Fucking hell.
I'm telling you. And if you put all the rest of the letters together, it's anti-King. I think he's after Officer King because King is good.
You should warn King. You should warn King, motherfucker.
Well, he's not here at the moment, but I don't want him to do anything to him. It's got to be that. It's honestly. And also, I think he's trying to take all the women down by making all their bras sentient. Are you still there, Richard?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
How? Okay.
Yeah?
I guess I'll keep my eye out then.
Yeah, do it. Because also, if you make an anagram of his, honestly, of his whole name, right, and put it into
Right.
2 words, thinking bra. I've been doing my work, Richard. I haven't taken this lightly.
Who needs Constantine
So,
when you've got Martha May?
thinking bra.
Okay. Listen, I'm gonna go. You keep looking into this, okay?
Okay. And I don't know why he's got an eye patch on as well. I think it's molten lava
Yeah, you're probably
behind
right.
it.
You're probably
I
right.
think when he
Just be
tried to
careful,
do
okay?
the human form, I think he couldn't do his eye. It's the smell of burning him around him, Richard. I've
Calm
took my
down,
bra
okay?
off anyway. I've took my bra off, so you'll be pleased to know that.
I mean, I won't, but I'm married. But okay,
Yeah,
Martha.
I know. Okay then.
Okay.
Thank you, darling. You're
Bye
a
bye.
treasure. Oh, bye.
Martha thinks Brian May's the devil. Brian Knight's the devil. And now she's taking her bra off.
But why?
Don't worry about it. Don't worry about
Okay.
it.
What were we talking about?
Peters and Ventura?
Yes. So something happened with Ventura and Moss. Moss was very angry. Then Peters told Ventura he was banned from patrolling in Los Santos County. Then that happened before I was on duty. Then I got on duty.
Oh my god.
I was told this. I was like, well, that's silly and stupid. Then 78s were called. So we respond. Now I'm in my scout, but passenger Ventura's driving. Then the 78s gets downgraded to 77s, right?
Right.
But it's a bank truck, and we have a 95. And Peter starts getting all mouthy with Ventura, saying, "You can't be here. It's downgraded from 78s to 77s." And honey, I kid you not. Within fucking seconds, we're being unloaded on by class 2s. And I can't fathom all of the time and effort being thrown into ensuring that somebody can't help patrol. So much so that 78s are improperly being downgraded to 77s so that somebody can be kicked out of Los Santos County, despite the fact that they needed the help. I'm going to be real. I'm going to be so fucking for real. If there is ever a reason to want to be a marshal, it's situations like that. I can tell them both to shut the fuck up and continue on as normal, as the ultimate authority.
Yeah. That sounds that sounds stupid. That sounds really stupid.
Yeah.
I don't even know if the LSPD has the right to tell BCSO they can't patrol in their county.
It indicates that they, in issues of like overlapping jurisdiction, which that's not. I mean, I guess it's overlapping jurisdiction.
They have jurisdictional authority, right? But doesn't mean he can't patrol the whole fucking city.
You know, I brought that up, and the interesting bit to me is that the way legislation is written, like I think you're correct, but it's going to come up to interpretation because let's see. Powers
But at the
and
same
definitions.
time, I also am of the belief that it should be a UPD, and if Peters is, high command telling someone not to patrol the city, then I don't know.
Well, all it takes, from my understanding, considering how the sub-authorities portion works, and the jurisdictions work, is, I mean, look, San Andreas State Marshals, the ultimate law enforcement authority in the state of San Andreas. And then under sub-authority, it states the state marshals have full jurisdiction and authority over the territory of San Andreas. They have ultimate authority over all law enforcement agencies in matters of conflict or overlapping jurisdiction. DCSO and LSPD may patrol and enforce the laws of the state of San Andreas in state jurisdiction. And then for sub-authority in Los Santos, DCSO may patrol and enforce laws of Los Santos as a sub-authority to the LSPD.
Yeah.
DCSO must defer to LSPD officers in matters of conflict or overlapping jurisdiction. This is telling me that if Peters were to say, Ventura, no, you can't patrol here, a marshal could literally turn around and say, Ventura, you're clear to patrol here, considering y'all have full jurisdiction and authority over the territory of the state of San Andreas.
Yeah, that's right.
They
That's
have
true.
ultimate authority. So I'm kind of confused. Like, it's possible that a marshal hadn't stepped in. Like, I don't even know if anybody was around to deal with that, but
Yeah.
I would really hope that somebody from the marshal's office would step in to stop this
I would
silly
have.
level of, like, it's not even like a bantery thing. Like, he was screaming, and don't get me wrong, Ventura was giving him attitude, and I don't think
Mhm.
Ventura was correct in doing so. Like, you can be right in your position, but your actions not be proper, right?
Sure,
Like,
yeah.
there's still a level of, I can hate you, but there's still a level of disrespect that needs to not be tolerated.
The high command
Kind of
spoke about
like
this.
how we oftentimes tell civilians, listen, if you don't agree with it, you don't flee from the police, because then even if you are completely justified and you didn't do anything wrong and there was no legal, justification to do what happened to you,
Mm-hmm.
the moment you fled, you justified it from that point onward. And if you then had anything on you at that point, it's justified. Um, like, we tell people, listen, you have to comply, because if you don't, the reality is you're screwed no matter what. If we're wrong in doing what we're doing right now, even though it was wrong before, it's now justified, because it's going to be justified in a slightly different way, where you then fled detainment, then we searched you, then we found this. But
Yeah.
if you know what I mean? A similar attitude needs to be had when dealing with internal PD drama stuff, where you can't lash out, you can't say shit to people. You can disagree with them, but do so with the level of respect. Like, if I'm dealing with an attorney and they're treating me like absolute shit, and treating me like I'm a fucking child, guess what? That level of respect ain't there. It's just not. And truthfully, I don't want any sort of working relationship with you moving forward. But if you can come in here and treat me with respect, there's no issue. Like, I don't care if we have to sit here for 3 fucking hours about a traffic citation. Do so with respect, and there's no problem.
How
Do
did it all
so
start,
without a
though?
level of respect.
And what did Ventura do to Peter just to piss him off so much?
I don't know. Peter's, like, involvement in the actual situation. There was a situation with Moss that resulted in all of the BCSO being kicked out of MRPD.
Yeah, what was that about?
I'd prefer not to get into specifics, truthfully. But then it progressed into, I believe, Peters indicating that it had something to do with poaching people from LSPD.
Okay.
But even then, none of that being justification behind yelling at someone and telling them that they can't patrol in Los Santos County.
Yeah. Yeah, I
And
agree.
I am a firm belief. I don't know if I told you this or if I was just speaking with someone else the other day, but if the roles were reversed and it was Peters and Moss in the BCSO, that they would not survive. Reason being, an overwhelming majority of crime happens in the city. That's the reality of the situation. Right now, they can hold things over BCSO's head, by way of threats, make sure that they can't, or at least attempt to make sure that they can't patrol within the city, which
Yeah.
makes it so that, officers up north wouldn't be able to do all that much, which I guess it is what it is. But I don't think anybody could convince me that if the roles were reversed, that they could survive, because the only bargaining chip they have is literally do as I say or you're not patrolling here. Do as I say or you can't do an overwhelming majority of your job, is the long story short.
Yeah. And I don't know. It says BC so much deferred to LSPD officers in matters of conflict or overlapping jurisdiction, but to me, that doesn't say that you can just kick people out.
It does indirectly, though. Which is why I think the more important bit is that the marshals have ultimate authority over all law enforcement agencies. And I do think if the LSPD are willing to flop their dick on the table anytime a situation arises and pull rank, that marshals should be doing the same and telling them to pretty much back the fuck down and move the fuck on.
Yeah, I do agree with you.
Truthfully, that's the only counter I see to, you know, all of the bullshit related stuff that I see happening.
Yeah, I looked to see if there was like a command report or anything, or a high command report. There's not. So if it's something that carries on, then yeah, I agree with you. We need to step in because that whole bullshit before about, you know, jurisdiction and shit. I don't want that happening again, especially if it's going back to kicking people out of places and stuff like that.
Yep, I agree. I mean, if done within reason, like, there's like context matters here, right? Like, if someone were to say, if they were an officer, and they shouldn't be an
What was
officer, at this point, but if
changed?
they were an officer that stated, I fucking hate those guys, and if I go down there and I see Peters, I'm gonna fucking murder him. Like, at that point, obviously there would be, in my opinion, justification to be like, well, number one, get the fuck off duty, but like more importantly, and until otherwise stated, like, you can't patrol down there type stuff. But that's not really what happened from my understanding. And I do have, to be clear, I do have a very limited amount of knowledge regarding the situation, but none of it seemed good. None of it. Like, it from start to finish, it all just seems not good and very unhealthy. How are we back to like when Bones and Cassidy and Moss and Peters were just at each other's throats the entire time?
Yeah, I know. I thought we got past this when Bones and Moss
I thought so
agreed and stuff.
too. I thought so too. Also, is it true that I can FOIA marshal reports involving me?
You, this is the thing: is that you can FOIA anything these days. Stupid that.
Is that not deemed an internal communication?
The direction I've been given by the director is, if it's like a complaint made, like if it's PD and marshal related, like if let's say you come to me and make a complaint, you know, you tell me something happened like with this Peters thing, I wouldn't release that because it's internal government communication. Like it's a law enforcement department to another law enforcement department. But if it's like a civilian comes in and makes a report, you know, we can FOIA that. Or stuff like that.
Okay.
Basically, as long as there's no, go on.
What is happening with Frost? I don't even know if that's something you can tell me.
As far as I'm aware, it's in the hands of LSPD High Command.
Okay. I guess my question becomes, if somebody were to approach a marshal and say, Matt Rhodes said this,
Mm-hmm.
is that where that ends?
What do you mean?
Does that just immediately get forwarded and taken as fact to my high command? I'm confusion.
I think you're probably confused. You don't have the full details. I imagine
Okay.
you've spoken to someone who probably thinks that that's what happened, but that's not what happened.
Well, okay. To be fair, yes, obviously I'm being given a one-sided conversation, but how does the person being accused of something not know what was said? And like, from my understanding, when asked, isn't being told what they leaked.
That's out of my head. I'll be honest, that I don't know why that's happening or is happening or hasn't happened because it was left with LSPD.
Okay.
This wasn't like this wasn't a typical. This goes, someone makes a complaint to the marshals and we investigate it and then we pass it. This was like myself in the capacity that I assisted. It was an assistance, like it was a joint investigation, and then it was left with LSPD. So I can't answer that. I'll be honest. That
And just to verify it is confirmed, like factually, that information was given out.
yes,
Okay. I mean, if that's the case, then it is what it is,
yeah, it's
and whatever the consequences are. I will say it is looking very bad on shift 3, which is sort of operated separate to most shifts because we do operate more as a UPD than
yeah.
1 and 2. And right now, I imagine members of command/high command in both departments are at their wits' end. Because I think this might be the first time that other shifts have sort of meddled in shift 3 stuff, as in, um, the others don't really know to some degree, like what is happening and why it's happening. Just that someone in a relatively high ranking position in shift 3 is being demoted to a PPO slash officer. They
Right.
don't really know. Plus, but do you want to know our command structure right now? Because it's not good.
What is it?
Let me bust out the good old roster. All right, shift 3. We have for LSPD, we have Sky, and then Maple is a sergeant. For BCSO, we have Lucas as a lieutenant, and Pinzone is a sergeant, who is MIA. That is shift 3 command in its entirety / high command.
Yeah.
Alice transferred. Frost demoted. I hope whatever was done, the consequence associated with what's happening to Frost should be associated with something done with malice. And I'm hoping that it's like, I'm not hoping, to be clear, that something was done with malice. I'm just saying, given the severity of the consequence, surely there is some indication that it was done with malice. And if so, then I can understand the consequence. But if not, I feel as though we're dealing with some very short-sighted people who don't realize the consequence of doing what they're doing.
I don't know
I
what's
hope
gonna
that makes
happen to
sense.
him. I know what you mean, and I don't know what's gonna happen to him at the end of the day.
Well, let me ask you this. You're the
Yeah.
assistant chief of police before. If presented with whatever you brought up, would you fire Frost?
Yeah, I would.
Ouch.
But that's also me, right? You gotta think I'm often strict on these things than most.
Yeah, but that's telling me that there was some malice involved and not just like, a slip up or whatever the case may be.
No, this wasn't a
Because if it was a slip up, I also know you're a firm believer in like you know, we're human, we make mistakes,
Yeah.
and giving people the opportunity to redeem themselves. And so, if you're saying if you were in that position, you'd be fired, then that's telling me that this is like very much so a like very intentional thing, and maybe not malice, but like intentionally providing something that should not have been.
Yeah. Yeah. Um. Yeah. It's a rough one, and I know people aren't gonna be happy about it. I think it could, between you and me, it just could have been handled a hell of a lot better from LSPD side of things in terms of like action from high command. There was a big delay that I don't think needed to be a big delay. You know what I mean? Because it's taken a while, and that shouldn't happen, especially with the severity of a case like this. Um, but in terms of like what's there, I think it's pretty severe. So, who did you talk to about it? Was it Sky or was it Frost?
It was Frost. He was just down in the dumps, like, and even himself stating like, if I really did something that bad, why am I not fired? Type stuff.
Yeah, yeah. Well, as far as when I spoke to Peters, he was demoted pending, some kind of outcome. So, yeah, hopefully it gets sorted quick.
I'm curious, like, whatever the information is, like, from my understanding, it hasn't been provided to him. So I'm curious to know what they're going to do if he requests a panel. Are they just going to not provide whatever was provided? Not only that, from my understanding, he tried to speak to Barrett regarding FOIA requests for any Marshall related stuff, and Barrett said it doesn't exist.
huh?
So, like, everything
That's
seemingly
not
from his
true.
perspective is like him being in the unknown. And you know
Right.
me, I'm a firm believer in that nobody should ever be surprised. Like, if there's a consequence
I
or
agree.
punishment
Well,
associated, like, especially if somebody's being fired, nobody should ever be surprised that they're being fired. Either something is so egregious that it results in being fired in like the first instance that it occurs, and again, so egregious that one and done, or you have been warned about something in the past, told the severity of it, and told if it were to happen again, at that point, your employment is going to be up for debate. But
sure.
he genuinely seemed lost.
Yeah. I mean, if it was me handling it and I was,
I mean, it
the
doesn't help
assistant
that we're
chief.
months down the road. Also, seemingly,
Yeah, I agree. Um, but yeah, I think when it comes to complaints like this, you gotta kind of approach it directly and be like, hey, you know, this we've got evidence that this happened, and it happened on this date and this here, and can you tell me, exactly what happened? I think that should be the way it goes. It shouldn't just be like, I don't know whether he was asked questions or anything, but if it's like vague, did you do this? Then it's pretty hard to answer those kind of questions. Yeah. It's like just general. Did you do this bad thing? With no details, it might be hard to answer. But again, that's been handled by LSPD.
yeah. All right, well, I'm gonna get out there. I need to go grab food. I'm fucking starving. I need to grab IFAX too. Holy fuck.
IFAX?
Yeah, I have none on me.
What? How did you use them all? You use them all today, or just was there a big thing?
Just,
Okay.
no, the snow, bumps and
Yeah.
bruises here and there. Yeah, no big deal. It's not like I've hit poles at very high rates of speed when suddenly the roads freeze over and you have no traction and you could previously take a turn. Oh my god. No. God.
I want to show you something afterwards, okay?
Okay.
I'll show you something, but if you're gonna respond to this, respond to that.
I'll call you when I'm done.
Okay.
390 radio check.
We gotta show him the drag.
Do we have the units to respond to the latest? 1090. The security truck. Zancudo Grand Valley.
Never getting that call. Like this then.
I don't know.
35 can. Give me more units.
Where is it?
390 can.
$235.
I definitely think this frost thing could have been handled better by Peters and Moss. Like, I don't think Moss had to wait for Peters to be around to, like, do anything about it.
It was Zancudo Grand Valley.
If it's not, then my GPS.
But still,
I'm seeing it on the Great Ocean Highway.
there's enough evidence there for them to act on it, so we'll see what they do.
I just
We'll see what they do. I think the Johnson thing that we found yesterday, so much worse. They got units to respond to this, so. What Johnson thing? We found an LSPD High Command report about Johnson being on the phone to Flop, who had a murder warrant, telling him he had a warrant, or something like that, and then basically saying, if I catch you, I'm not gonna put you in handcuffs, and I'll lose my job instead of arresting you, or something along those lines. That's a hell of a lot more.
I haven't seen the move again yet.
It's a hell of a lot worse.
Route 68 and
Oh, it's south. Is it?
Highway
Yeah.
turn off.
So if you balance the two things out, right? If you look at the Johnson thing versus the Frost thing,
Are we just
then
tracking it, or
Frost
are
should
we
get,
having
like,
to respond?
a 48-hour suspension and 3 daps, based on LSPD's history.
335 in round.
If they're being consistent about it. I think telling a murder suspect that you're not going to arrest them is a hell of a lot worse than just giving out, you know, leaking warrant information. What the fuck?
If they were lasting north on Great Ocean, I'm gonna take the train tracks from Stab City to Toledo.
Gravity is moving against me.
Guy farmer seems like
Oh yeah, what was
all
the
moved
difference
a
between these
little bit
two
north
fucking
and it hasn't
documents?
all moved since.
Compare.
I see the bank truck. It's driving towards the gas station off of the Risk 68 merge. I don't know if it's stopping there. I saw a car tailing it. I don't want to.
I don't see that difference. What's the difference there?
Yeah, it looks like they're opening at the gas station off of
Oh,
Risk
if a crime originates in one jurisdiction and continues
I am
into
here with
another,
you.
while police are actively involved, jurisdictional authority will not automatically transfer.
I haven't responded to one of these before. So.
Okay,
I see a white in color.
that was it.
sports
That's all that
vehicle
changed.
parked alongside of it.
That stuff wasn't
And
removed.
I'm gonna go around.
And all laws set by the respective county's legislation must be followed, regardless of department, depending on where the crime occurred. That's another one.
They just drove it in here, so I think they might have just kept going east on Route 68.
Black and color sports vehicle with two purple lines on it comes back to a Victor Schmidt.
Victor Schmidt, he would never. Oh wait, I thought it was Maynard, never mind. I should really swap this car out for another one. I just want to be here in case PD get in trouble.
Security truck
What
is
the fuck?
now
My tire! Why is it not... not fixing?
Registered to Russell Harrington on the eastern side.
What was the RO you just said, Rose?
Russell Harrington.
I'm infinitely
I've
repairing.
seen driving in here. We haven't seen anyone here.
So I was driving towards the merge and I saw them drive this car in with a red car tailing it. I pulled back because I was alone, and like 10 seconds later Charlie arrived. We drove up and there was a car still here, and then they drove off eastbound.
Hey, firm. I didn't see any speeding vehicles eastbound.
Is there a
The
jury
plate
store?
I just ran, it looked like a Comet or something
Yeah, there
similar
was,
to me. Would that match the description of the vehicle?
I was not able to see what model of car would be. I just know that it was red.
Gravity. I want to listen to that now.
The truck appears to be abandoned.
390 is gonna clear to the south on the mountainside.
What is it? Check it. Hello, good sir.
I have found some casings and projectiles here on the Great Ocean Highway, direct lanes headed northbound.
I need to
Sure,
buy a
we can
gun.
exactly,
I need a
link
personal
these
gun.
two together, though, being proximate so far.
Mm.
I've been on the hillside. I haven't seen any vehicles or anything up here.
Ooh, what's that? Piece of candy. Fucking moonshine. Reverse. Oh my god. Did they hit it or not?
I'm not seeing anything out of the ordinary, whether that be on Great Ocean Highway, 68. I no longer see to the east of 68, but I see north and south for quite some distance from the Great Ocean.
Do we just impound the truck?
Take photos and document, request impound. We'll wait here for a few minutes given the circumstances, and then,
Well, this was all open.
if we don't receive any response,
I missed that.
we'll go ahead and get the thing to the impound. impound lot.
I started 3 arcs for other people? What? What? I haven't done anything today.
Ricky status.
Ocean King.
Do I have to
What have I done
do I have
today?
to, like, look through the truck in the back or no?
I would refrain from doing so.
April.
Talking about putting mayo and ketchup. Not on pizza, next to pizza. It's a dead bet.
I do think there are 2 separate alarms, the original one and then when, you know, the security system is breached in the back. From my understanding at least.
So should I not mark it? Yeah, should I just like take pictures and wait a little bit?
Like go through the motions of putting in an impound request, see if there's a tow truck driver.
Alright, let's head back and change the car out. We don't need this anymore. We're not chasing Shulin. This thing's way too fast.
We'll go ahead and we'll recheck here in a few minutes. If there's still no tow truck driver available.
4 weeks till Spider-Man 2 PC release? Really? I can't remember if I ever finished the first one. I don't think I did. Actually, no, I think I did. I think I finished it. Was there a DLC? Was there a DLC for Spider-Man 1? Multiple DLC, yeah. I think I never played the DLC. But I feel like I remember finishing the first game, because I remember the credits, I think. Don't remember. Yeah, I'll be honest. I bought PoE 2 when it came out at the start of the month, but I played it for like probably 8 hours or something, because I've got like no time anymore. It was a mistake buying that game, I realize now.
Stand by, let me reference.
It's just
Because I just don't have the time to grind that out. Maybe I will eventually, but honestly, Marvel Rivals has been so nice because I can just like play a game here and there in the evening. It's great. It's fucking fun as shit too. Like they've got a formula for fucking a cash cow because they've got access to the whole like Marvel universe to pick from characters, and it's a fun game. Like they should not. If they fumble that bag, they deserve to lose everything. Like, if you add someone's favorite character, right? Let's say their favorite character's fucking Cyclops, right? If they add Cyclops, someone's gonna pick that game up that's never played it before because their favorite character's in it. Then they're gonna realize, oh wait, this is a really fun game. And then they're gonna buy skins. End of. That's how it's gonna happen. And they're gonna make money. What the fuck? Bank truck? Is that a bank truck or a tier 3? Or tier 2 or whatever.
Are we clear or?
Abram, we're just gonna have to get the truck locally towed. There's been nobody in the area.
I could have pulled him over there, but